with former Toronto Raptors point guard Jose Calderon, who's here to talk about the Athlete Technology Summit going down. Jose, from what I understand, it's designed to showcase some entrepreneurial opportunities for athlete investors in Canada's tech sector. So what exactly does this mean for young Canadian athletes?
Well, I mean, first of all, thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Well, this is something really interesting. I think it's just putting, like you say, all these people together. There's going to be a few different kind of panels talking about that, about what's next to. In my case, it's the more than an athlete panel, and I will talking about the transition, what I did to get here, some advice to these new athletes, and or even no athletes that they want to hear what's next and how to transition from one thing to another, or how to get interested about entrepreneurship or investing or technology that is so into us right now these days. So we will be talking about all of that this October 1st, and I will be part of that. So really happy to enjoy and to talk about all of my experience in these last couple of years.
How much would something like this have helped you as a younger athlete? Because we know younger athletes, younger and younger, are getting more involved in stuff like this, but it wasn't so prominent back in the day.
I think it's important. I think I always say the same thing. You cannot get to a point, and I always say it's September, to arrive to that September and say, oh, I would be surprised that I don't have a team and I don't know what to do. You shouldn't be asking you those two questions at any point. So first, be ready, like start knowing what you like, and start reading, educating yourself about anything. It doesn't matter if you don't have an idea of what you want to be after, but at least start, we spend so much time in planes and hotels. And so for those young guys listening, it's just like, just take some of that time to start reading and educating yourself of technology, if you like that, of coaching, or be on TV, or be a journalist, whatever it is. Just kind of start watching. There is a lot of possibilities now online that you can do while you're traveling and when you're in a hotel, and just keep educating yourself.
Now, speaking of journalists, you were at Toronto Raptors Media Day. I know you were around there and you saw an old program with yourself on it as well. How nice was it to be back in that kind of building and atmosphere and seeing all that happen?
It's always good to go back to Toronto. Like I said, like they asked me to go somewhere, I'm always choosing Toronto because I got so many friends. It's always good to be in the building. And one friend, former worker there, like he's still working there, he's like, look what I have. And I'm like, how you got this? It's from 07 or 08 or something. I'm like, I don't know. It was here in my locker, so I just wanted to give it to you. So that was something like really nice memories coming back, of all those years that I spent in that locker room, in that building. So it was really good.
Speaking of memories, a lot of Raptors fans will have a lot of memories of your playing days. And early on, the coexistence with Kyle Lowry, who, is no longer part of the Raptors. Looking back, what were some of your early memories of Kyle in Toronto?
Well, the memories are always great because, I will always got a great relationship. And I think I always have with everyone. That's how I am. So, and that's how I got the respect and the friendship of all my guys. But it was just like an amazing, talented guys. Like they were young at the beginning and they were like growing as a players, and I was trying to help them as well. But with Kyle, that was the relationship, talking a lot and helping each other to get better. And after, he came back and got better every year, every day that we were together until, we saw the last few years being an all-star and all that stuff, and an amazing player that he is.
Did you see this potential in him, not just all-star, but NBA champion, point guard on a team that won a championship? Looking back, did you see this potential in Kyle?
Yes, because the way he is, I think he always wanted to get better. I think it's just the fight he always had on him. Always, it doesn't matter which kind of a game he was playing, he always was there to take a charge, to do the little things. Yeah. And sometimes it's like, we talk about it and it's like so typical to talk about this thing, but those are the things who really change. You can be the best scorer in the world, but you need to do more. You need to lead. You need to be the person that your teammates follow, and that's what he was getting better at every day, and he did it, and he was amazing at that. And I think that's why he is who he is now, and that's why they won in Miami as well. Not just because how good of the basketball player, but what he does on the court. It's a lot of little things. He's going to adjust to whatever the team needs, and he's going to lead. He's going to make those guys try to win every game.
Do you think he's the greatest Toronto Raptor of all time?
It's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah.
I don't know. Toronto fans, you guys can have other guys in the list, but I think he had to be up there. I mean, we can complain. We can deal or argue about any other greats, but I think Kyle have to be number one. It's going to be tough to beat, even if other candidates can be close. I mean, winning, be there for so long, be the leader, the point guard, the way he is, like we were talking about, it's going to be tough. If someone, I will respect every other candidate, because we have so many great players that have been part of this organization and in a different phase. It's not just about the winning, I think, but Kyle have to be.
So if Kyle's the greatest, you obviously yourself had a lot of influence on some Raptors. I was speaking to Delano Banton, the young Raptors point guard drafted out of Canada, and his early memories of watching the team involved you playing point guard. And he says he was influenced by you. How does that make you feel, knowing that not only you impacted, young players across the world, but young Canadian players in your time here as well?
Well, first of all, I feel old. That's what makes me feel. But it happened during my old years in the NBA. Tristan Thompson, Corey Joseph, all the Canadian guys, Jamal Murray, all those guys. You talk to them, they know you just because you play against. But at the end of the day, they were like, "Man, I saw just so many all those games with the Raptors." They were there. You don't realize how you can influence all these young guys that they love basketball and they watching their team or their country. That's what the Toronto has. So for me, it's always a compliment, and I will, love to be have those conversations with those guys, because yes, I'm old, but it was so nice to see those guys watching those games and being able to watch myself playing, and hopefully got a good impression for those guys on being professional and putting the team first and play the right way. And that's what I try to get my message across, and so that's why I'm so proud of those guys as well.
Listen, you influenced people on the court with the messages you played with, and now you're trying to influence them off the court as well with the Athlete Technology Summit. Listen, Jose, thank you for everything that you're doing, and thank you for this time today.
No, thank you very much. Thank you guys for having me.